All right, guys, today we're going to check out a little bit of this TLC Sister Wives. This dude, Garrick, is he's a pretty smart man. He's convinced his wife that he needs more wives because God told him that's what he needed. Basically, if you want anything as a man, just find you a religious girl and tell her that God told you that you're allowed to have it. And if she's like ultra religious, you're going to get it.
Eric,
and we're the Merrifields. We have been together
15 years, and then we started living plural.
We started dating
Okay.
actually 4 years ago next month.
Okay.
Morning.
Morning, buddy.
We have 2 sons, Solomon, he'll be 12 soon, and Jeremiah is our oldest. He is 13.
I've seen quite a few of these like clips and episodes online, but I didn't know that they had any kids. And also, why in this show they always say like we started dating more, but when you see Garrick with his Brazilian wife, he's the only one that takes her to bed. He's the only one that gives her kisses. And she, his white wife, doesn't seem very involved. It's not much like a we, it's more like a Garrick gets bitches situation.
We're very open with our boys about living plural, and I think they really like it.
Of course the boys like it because they're like, sweet, I get to have multiple girlfriends when I grow up.
They were like, so does that mean we get double Christmas presents?
Oh, yeah.
I was like,
So these boys are kind of stupid. Why would you get multiple freaking gifts unless your parents break up and then you have 2 households? If you just have more people in one household, that means you get less gifts because you got to spend more money getting 2 wives things. So the boys get less money spent on their gifts.
We define polygamy as a man having more than one wife, and the wives we consider to be close, like sisters.
Being sisters, okay?
Polygamy is really something we felt God led us to. We believe that it's a reflection of how he is with his church. He has multiple, people, and he loves them all equally and the same.
So funny how people use religion to explain getting multiple girls. Like how, I don't believe in religion, but I grew up in it and when I was a kid, so I understand it, like how, the people in the church are like, gods. They say like they're like married to God or some shit like that, but they're not fucking him. We're not banging God, but you're going to be banging multiple chicks. And why do they call them sister wives? Because I don't know like many, I'm sure there are sisters out there, but I don't know many that are cool sharing their man or like banging the same dude and love it. You know what I mean? Like most sisters are like, if you look at my sister, I'm going to kill you. They're not like, have my sister in bed and then have me in bed Wednesday.
limiting love and babies, having a family, a big family.
When my family found out that me and Danielle were wanting to live plural, they basically disowned me.
They said it would have been better if Garrick was gay.
How would it have been better if he was gay? It would have been like the same. Well, except he would be leaving you. I mean, I guess. So if he was gay, then he would leave you and be with a man, but you wouldn't be with a man that's with multiple people. So is that how it's better? I feel like this is better because he still loves you and he wasn't pretending to be straight while you were married. So this is a little bit better. I feel like, what would my wife want more? I think my wife would prefer that I try to get multiple wives than to come to her and be like, I'm gay, because then she'd be like, so has this just been like a lie, a cover up? What has this been? You know what I mean? But if I'm like, babe, I would like multiple women because I like ass and I would like to see more asses, she'd be like, no, but I understand, But if I was like, babe, I want some dick, she'd be like,
Roberta is our sister wife.
Hi. Oh my gosh. Hi, sister.
She lives in Brazil.
Amazing.
So she speaks Portuguese.
I met Roberta online.
It was a polygamy dating site.
I saw her profile picture and I thought she was very beautiful.
We have been courting her as a potential sister.
first of all, when they first come up like together, Roberta can't speak English for jack, and it's so awkward. They're always like putting shit in their phone like, hey, Roberta, nice ass, bueno asito, and it's just like they can't understand each other at all. And clearly he just wants to bang her, and he spends the night with her like right away, which I feel like is not part of their religious beliefs, So it's like, oh, God wants me to have multiple wives, but also God says don't have sex till you're married, didn't he? So are we listening to him or not? What are we doing here?
Since we first met her 3 years ago.
But she's not in America, and it's been a big challenge getting her here.
Do you believe that your marriage is irretrievably broken?
Yes.
Thank you, Miss Merrifield.
Garrick and I had to get divorced, so Garrick could file the fiance visa, saying that, you know, you're engaged to someone and you want them to come to America. When we first started living plural, I dealt with a lot of jealousy, and finding Roberta definitely made me address a lot of insecurities.
This is like a very one-of-a-kind woman. I have never in my life dated or been with a woman that was like, if I even bring up another girl being hot, let alone being like, I want multiple, they get jealous to the point where you're just like, never mind, I didn't mean it, you know? And then I've never met a girl that would deal with being jealous, get through it so that you could have another girl. Where do you find these bitches? I mean, she's not the hottest girl in the world, but like, she's pretty understanding and loving of her man, I guess.
Seeing Roberta and Garrick hug, kiss, embrace, it's a little bit awkward. Since our last trip to Mexico, I have been praying and fasting as well. People think you can't change, but jealousy sucks, and it's pretty cruel what it does. Ultimately, we decided to continue the journey of adding to our family.
A little over a year ago, we met up with Roberta in Mexico because she didn't have a visa. We wanted to have a commitment ceremony, you know, before God and each other. I want to let you both know that I am committed to both of you for life, through sickness, through health, through the good and the bad.
No offense, but just the way he goes full simp mode at all times when he's around these bitches. But I feel like that's part of his manipulation. Like, he just makes them feel so loved and like he's the most caring guy in the world. But I would love to know what he's said to his original wife behind closed doors in order to get her to the point where she was okay having another wife. Because I highly doubt that he was like, God told me I need a Brazilian with thicker lips and tanner skin than you to fuck. And she was just like, that's cool. No. He's like, God wants me to repopulate the earth, and like, don't you want to please God, babe? Don't you want to please God? It's not about me. It's about pleasing. Aren't you religious? Don't you believe that the Lord gave you life? And that if he can give you life, he can give me multiple breasts and bad bitches? Don't you believe that, babe? Don't you? And you love me, right? If you love me, then why wouldn't you want me to follow God's instructions?
Danielle approached me and said, hey, I think maybe God wants us to have another wife. I was shocked.
It was a little hard for Bert when we first decided to start seeking a third, because she's wanting to settle down first before a third comes. For me, I explained to her that the third wife would help balance out the fact that if Bert's with Garrick, then I have someone to support me and we can do things together.
Okay, so they're both crazy. It wasn't 100% him. She is also on this God thing. Dude, why would God give a fuck what you do, to be honest? I don't think God, if he exists, gives a shit about anything you do. And I really don't think he cares if you have multiple wives. There's enough people on the planet. Why the hell would he need you, like a half-wit IQ ding-dong, to have more children? I don't think, if he's going to tell anyone to have more kids and more wives, it's probably going to be like Elon Musk to try to like pass down those big brain genetics and get the world, you know, to a better place. Not some dumbass. Like, why would he want him to make more babies and have more wives? Why? And do you think God is not busy doing something else? Maybe making more universes or something? You think he gives a fuck about these little creatures on this little planet in this fucking huge universe? No, he doesn't give a fuck, okay? They're just crazy people that want an excuse to have more wives. And that's cool. If you just want to have more wives, just have more wives. You don't need to have this whole thing about God wants me to do. God doesn't give a fuck if you wipe your ass with your left hand or your right hand, dude. He doesn't even fucking remember your ass, okay? There's so much shit. There's so many creatures on this planet, so many planets in the universe. If God exists, you think he gives a fuck if you have 2, 3 wives? No, he doesn't care if you have 1, doesn't care if you have 3, okay? He's busy. not dealing with you having wives. So if you want wives, just say, I likes to fuck. I want to have a house full of bitches and they want to be with each other and I want to be with them. Okay? And that's it. And God doesn't have nothing to do with it.
I am not expecting that jealousy will come back for me. I think there will definitely be an adjustment with a third coming in, and I think it'll be maybe a little more challenging for Roberta being on the opposite end of that, you know.
From California and starting to build a good connection with her.
Oh, hell yeah, bro. He just gets a hotter wife each time. He had like the white girl who was like average. Then he went to the Brazilian who's like kind of hot. And this chick, dude, she's pretty fine. I mean, she probably has like a filter on or something, but damn.
We have been getting to know Leah for about, I think it's like 3 weeks now.
I met her on social media.
Bro, Garrick must be into lips because every time he gets a new wife, she has bigger lips. The white girl had like some flat lips. The Brazilian had like pretty thick lips. This girl's got some lips, you know what I'm saying? Dude, and if I was Garrick and I was married to all 3 of these bitches, I would only have this one staying the night and the other 2 bitches would be making dinner and being sisters, okay?
Garrick was attracted to her first off.
She's very artistic. She's a go-getter, which is neat.
Is
Neat.
a nurse. Leah lives in California on the West Coast, so we're thinking about traveling there to meet her. We just feel like there's something there and we want to see where it goes.
Okay, so he's smart. He's like, I'm going to call TLC. I'm going to document getting my first extra wife, and then I'll become famous, and any other crazy bitches out there that are like into this or want to be on a TV show are going to hit me up, and then I'm going to get an even hotter wife. Yeah, dude, I feel bad for the white girl because once that black girl shows up, you know, once you go black, you know what they say. And that's only true actually if the girl's way hotter, and she is. So it's like, you know, who are you going to take in bed every night? Hottie with the body or freaking Mrs. Make Waffles or whatever the fuck she does? All right, guys, what do you think of sister wives? Would you ask your wife to have multiple wives? Would you allow your husband to have multiple wives? And do you think God told him to do this, or do you think they're just using that as some kind of weird excuse to like make the people in their lives accept what they're doing? I don't think there's anything wrong with it, what they're doing. I mean, you can have multiple people. I think you can be in love with multiple people. I think you can have sex with multiple people. The only thing is, like, as a society, we've decided 2 people go together and that's it. And then like jealousy is annoying as fuck. And if it wasn't for jealousy, this would be totally normal. But anyway, what do you guys leave in the comments? What do you guys think? Drink some energy drinks. Leave in the comments. Watch another one of our videos, and I will see you in the next video. And comment what you think we should watch next. Bye-bye.
Dude, you gotta watch this video.